There are a number of people who are Yang supporters. Andrew Yang, we know Andrew Yang running for the nomination in the Democratic primary, unknown. He's an entrepreneur. He has this thing he's running on called the Freedom Dividend, which is the cornerstone of his campaign. I had the opportunity to interview Andrew Yang. We talked about it. This was many months ago. Since then, I've had new questions. Also has a lot of you. You're like, hey, Tim, what about safety net programs? Tim, what about this? Tim, what about inflation? Tim, if you give people $1,000 a month, but then you cut their access to this and access to that, well, that kind of just helps who? So these are the questions that people have been asking. And that's when, you wish you kind of had an opportunity to do a do-over to get more information, because now it's like, okay, I don't know where to go with it. Well, today I saw a clip by Krystal Ball on the Hill, and I want to share it with you because she asked Bernie Sanders what did he think about the universal basic income, and here goes his response.
Cannot allow robotics, technology, artificial intelligence to simply throw people out on the street. Technology has got to benefit all of us, not just the heads of large corporations.
Why is a federal jobs guarantee better than a universal basic income?
I will tell you why. A simple reason. I think most people want to work. They want to be a productive member of society. I think it's a very deeply ingrained feeling that people have. They don't want to sit on the side. Yes, of course, getting a guaranteed income is better than having nothing and sleeping out on the street. That's for sure. But I think people want to be part of our humanity, to be truthful, and how we feel good about ourselves is when we are productive members of our society. We're contributing something. And I think people feel that very strongly. And I think there is more than enough work to be done in so many areas. And our job is to say, if you are able to work, we have a job for you. Because the truth is, we have so much work to do to rebuild this country in so many ways.
Wow. Now, guys, the fallout from that comment, as brief as it was, very brief, very, very, very short clip, not exactly a scathing indictment of Andrew Yang at all. In fact, his name was not mentioned. But, of course, oh, man, you should see the internet. It's going berserk. Yang supporters, the YangGang people, are just losing their minds right now over this comment. In fact, Andrew Yang had a response to it. This is what Andrew Yang had to say about Bernie Sanders' response. And as you can see, he tagged Krystal Ball and Bernie Sanders. Krystal Ball, who had tweeted out the Bernie Sanders clip. He says, Bernie ignores the facts that money in our hands would create hundreds of thousands of local jobs. 2, recognize and reward the nurturing work being done in our homes and communities every day. He also assumes that everyone wants to work for the government, which isn't true. Okay? And let's see if we can get to the other one. He had another comment. It's very strange. He seemed open and warm to the idea of a universal basic income not too long ago. Now he seems irritated every time it comes up. Oh. That was kind of weird. To me, it didn't seem irritated. I don't know. That's kind of a weird way to put it. Bernie's never been accused of being too jovial. Oh, Bernie, you need to calm down, be more serious, man. You're just always so crazy and silly, Bernie. No, that's never been the criticism of Bernie. Some other people have been criticized that way, though. Anyway, back to the point that he's making here, that they're both making, okay? So Bernie is saying, hey, some people just want to work for a living. Most of us want jobs. We don't just want you to give us $1,000 a month every month. All right, so look, here's the deal. In theory, it sounds great, people getting money. Sounds amazing, people getting money. People getting $1,000 a month, that would help people a whole lot in a lot of ways. If there was no strings attached, if it didn't mean other things didn't go away, if it was all things being neutral, if the only thing changed was you got $1,000 a month for every person over 18, no matter what, yeah, people would take that and be like, yes, good stuff. Okay, so now what? But there has to be conditions to the $12,000 a year, right? Everybody can't get it. And this idea, these people saying that people who get it can just go live together, like, I don't know if I agree with that. People just moving in with each other. Well, now we can make it in L.A., Johnson, because you got $1,000 a month, I got $1,000 a month, and you got $1,000 a month. Now we can live in L.A. We can get a one-bedroom or an efficiency with that $3,000. This is really good. My thing has been, and it's going to remain to be until it's answered, my thing is, what other institutions are affected by these people getting the $1,000, and how are you getting the money for the $1,000? And don't just tell me we stopped going to war. Now, I've heard tell that there'll be some taxes raised on certain goods and services. That's what I saw, something about a VAT, okay? So that concerns me. But to Bernie's point, yeah, I don't know if that's the greatest response to the issue. I don't know if it's best to say people just want to work. People do want to work because people need to survive. There's a difference between people who want to work. Let's get it right. A lot of people work because people have bills. People would work less if they had less bills. That's just the fact of life, okay? So, Bernie, get in reality with us. That's how that works. The cost of goods and services are so damn high that people have to work harder in order to live indoors. It's not just we feel good when we have a hard day's work. And that's something out of the 50s. And I don't think they felt that way then. It's just that they needed to live indoors in the 50s too. But I also don't agree with Andrew Yang where it's like, oh, we just give everybody money and everybody just goes out and creates a business. Okay, so first of all, running a business is not as easy as people make it seem. If you're just giving them money, you can just be successful. That's not how it works. People waste money in business all the time. How do you control spending? How do you control everyone just raising prices on everything once people are giving more money? Well, we passed this new thing. President Yang passed this new UBI thing, and everybody's got more money. Well, let's make a pack of chewing gum, $20, Johnson. Let's make those $2 tomatoes $22. I mean, they got more money now. They can just spend it that way. And let's increase the price of rent. All of a sudden, the $1,000 starts becoming like just regular, but now the safety nets are gone, though. Buy a safety net, buy food stamps, buy tuition assistance, or buy home, the subsidies for homes, living, and all these things that Trump's already cutting the hell out of those. So these are concerns, and I think they're legitimate concerns. But once again, so we're clear, I don't believe you can just say people really want to work hard because that's good for their self-image. Okay? People want to work hard. There are good people that want to work hard, and there's some people who don't want to work as hard for a lot of reasons. There are people who can't work as hard as other people due to health reasons, do a lot of other things as well. And there are people with situations like daycare. There's all types of issues. I need to know on every facet of how much this $1,000 a month affects all services. And let's be clear and honest about it. And also, let's also respect the fact that if it weren't for the crazy amount of income inequality where people don't have, well, then people wouldn't be so forced to work jobs they can't stand. But don't give me the fallacy that everybody's just going to go out and start a new Microsoft or a new Amazon or a new whatever. It just doesn't work that way. I'm a small business person. I know it took years to figure it out. And you're still figuring it out every day. And I've worked at Fortune 100 and 500 and 300 companies. So I've had experience, and it's still hard to run your own business. It's still difficult. It's not an easy thing. Everyone's not made up to be an entrepreneur. And once people are given $1,000 a month, though, like I said, I'm not totally against the idea. But I'm also not just believing that it just takes care of everything. I don't think it does. And I think some people just going, give me money, give me money, give me money. And it's sort of like other, like, okay, what about everything else, though? What about all the other services? So all that matters, okay? I see, and I'm just keeping it real. I think that people now, they're seeing Yang as a threat, and they're going to start being a little different to you, Yang. You just, you're at 2% or whatever, right? I think I saw as much as 5% in one poll, right? So now here comes scrutiny. Here comes closer opposition research. Here comes people actually mentioning you because you are now more relevant. Yes, this is what happens. This is what we want. This is what you expect. And I guess you're also hitting back as, it's a good win. It's a good day for Yang when he's kind of mentioned in the Bernie Sanders interview, right? That's good for Yang. Hell, I know it'd be a good day for me if I was mentioned in the Bernie Sanders interview. Hey, that guy Tim Black, I don't care what Bernie said. Just the fact he acknowledged it. Hey, Tim Black, oh yeah, I saw one of his videos. He's just too brash. I'd be like, yeah, that's my brand right there, boy. I'd be calling up, hey, Mom, Bernie Sanders, he mentioned me today in the interview, you know what I'm saying? He didn't say my name, but he said he, and they were talking about me, so I knew they meant me. I made it, Mom, I mean, don't sell nothing yet. Don't cut off your Social Security. Don't do that. But I'm just saying. So it's a good day. So people are so upset. I'm like, this is what happens. It's competition. There can only be one. And everybody's vying for the same nomination, right? So there's going to be more of this. So let's stop being so damn toxic and viscerally pissed off at people doing what they're supposed to do, which is create contrast, articulate that contrast, and explain why you're the optimal choice, why you would be the best leader. That's what I think that's what you're supposed to do. So I got no problems with either side. All right, either side of the equation of this particular transaction of thoughts and of ideas. And shout out to Krystal Ball, and I hope to be on that show soon. I think I will be. Because I think the stars will line up, and we'll be there, and we'll be getting more opportunity to get in front of people. So that'd be good for the channel here, and good for my people, my Tim Black Wolfpack, to see that happen. So now we're up to having all this conversation about Yang and Bernie and a little tiff or whatever that was that people want to make it out to be. I don't think it was. Which brings us to the next segment.